Hey, how's it going? Oozing Savoldi here in the KV2 on Siegfried Line Assault. We are on defense in the village. So when the game starts up, I'm going to get into a defensive position guarding the southern front. But anyways, I do apologize for not being able to put up a video in the past week. Elder Scrolls Online came out on June the 9th, so I was kind of caught up into that massive online multiplayer world. That's actually a first in the Elder Scrolls to have a massive online multiplayer, and it's not too shabby, at least if you ask me. But anyways, I move on up here into a safe position to get some fire onto the south. I see a nice Tiger II. I take aim on him and I fire, but I bounce off the top of his turret with high explosives. It's not too often that the KV2 bounces a high explosive shot, but when it does, it's quite amazing. But anyways, this right here is where I voice my opinion to the team, and a tanker actually responds and says that that his tank is better than mine, and he pretty much all throughout this game he just tries to trash talk me. But I don't let that get to me, because I'm actually going to have a pretty good game. Although most of the enemies are attacking from the north, I do try to keep myself here in the south to defend off any kind of force that's going to be down here. So I see that Tiger II pop back up, and I try to take an aim on him. I can only see the top half of his tank, and I actually shoot and miss. I hit the hill right in front of the tank, so I have to wait for a reload again. I'm tracking him as he's going across the way. Hopefully I was able to get another shot in, and nothing yet. And right there's a Sherman. Sherman spots me. I take aim, broadside shot, taking out one shot. It's pretty good right there. Anyways, I'm back on off, trying to get back into cover. As I'm backing off, I do see a Jackson. I take aim on the Jackson, and not enough time to really shoot, so I continue on. Try to get another shot in on the Tiger II, but looks like the Jackson hit me. I take shot on the Churchill, and then I get into a side scraping position right here against the Churchill, rocking myself back and forward so he doesn't have a decent shot to try to do engine damage. And right here is where he kind of makes his mistake. He moves forward just enough for me to shoot at him. And one thing you don't want to do is have a KV2 shooting directly at your front end, because it's not too fun. But anyways, I get back into that position. He blows off my tracks, but in this position he's not able to really put any effective damage on me except from on my front end between the buildings. So I take aim again, leaving him with a sliver of health, and the Jackson takes him out. And right here I move on forward. I see that Jackson back on the screen. I take aim, but yet again you have to wait for a reload in the KV2, so that Jackson's going to be dead before I pull the trigger. And there he was. So now I move to the north to assist where I can. Right here would have been a really nice shot. I see this 3601. He's up on top of that hill. I noticed the little window right there, so I'm like, I'm going to get myself into a situation to shoot through the window. And then he moves forward. He moves back. I take a shot, goes straight through the window and right by the tank. That was a pretty amazing. It would have been awesome if I would have actually landed the shot. But anyways, I see that AT rolling down the street there, so I go around the block, try to head him off, actually flank him. Get right up behind him and put a shot in on him. That'll really mess his game up. Because I'd be able to move out before he had a chance to turn around. So I get into a nice position, I take aim, firing right at his rear, setting him on fire, and he's burning. No fire extinguisher there. Taking him out for the kill. And right here is good. It's all the way down to 4 tanks left on the field. I take aim on a Sherman and taking him out as well. That's my 3rd kill in the game. 3 tanks left in the on the battlefield. The artillery and the tank destroyer are getting harassed by a medium out there, and I'm going to try to move on forward and try to take out this IS. So I get into position, take aim on his rear, and I take about a quarter of his health. The rest of my team's going to go ahead and take him on out. I try to get into position to try to get a shot in on the artillery, but they already kill him. Anyways, that was the game on Siegfried Line. On this game, I do get a high caliber as well as other rewards from my efforts. Anyways, I'll catch you next time.